It was an unusual time to start up a publishing company, and I wish I had $1 for every time that someone said how brave I was. But in some ways it seemed to me like a natural progression. I hadn't actually planned this before I left Blue Metropolis, but I did soon afterwards think that this would make sense. I had started up a website and a blog and was publishing mini essays, and then I thought, why don't I publish non-fiction books? And then I was thinking initially of e-books, but then print as well. And then I just love fiction, so obviously I had to publish fiction as well. So it evolved as an idea, but and yeah, it's not the easiest time to be doing it, but there's always room for good books. I've always been interested in good writing in English out of Quebec. And there aren't that many publishers publishing, even today, although many things have changed, publishing great first novels by writers from here. So there was that. But I publish, you know, maybe a third of my writers are from here, a third are from Alberta, a third are from Ontario. So, you know, it's not only a Montreal press by any means. I think what I love most is publishing books that might not have seen the light of day if I hadn't published them. And that's, I think, what is really rewarding about publishing. I seem to have specialized in publishing first novels, and I've published at least 6 already, and I've got more coming. And that's a very labor-intensive and I think a very important job, and one that I think I do well. Anyway, for example, a couple of years ago I got a manuscript out of the blue by email from a writer that is not known. She had published a little poetry and a couple of short stories in magazines, but she had no books. And I read the proposal and I thought, well, this looks interesting because the voice was very unusual. And I asked for more and eventually published the book. Her name is Jennifer Quist, and the book is called Love Letters of the Angels of Death, and it is her first novel. And in November, 2 months ago, it was nominated for the IMPAC Dublin Literary Award, which is the richest fiction prize in existence. So that's a pretty amazing story for a first novel by an unknown writer and published by, I think it was the 3rd or maybe the 4th novel I'd published by a small literary press in Montreal. So, you know, you live for those moments, and that's a great one.